Welcome folks, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 6 already of our Sandy Bay 19 gameplay series in seasons. So this is what you're looking for. Please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome and good morning. It is 7:28 here. If you remember what we did last night before we went to bed in Sandy Bay 19 is we still have some grass left out here. Should just be 0. Yeah, so not growing right now. It will start growing hopefully soon, so we can hopefully get a second cut, which would be awesome. But we have something like almost 500,000 liters of silage in here, so I wonder if this works. No, not for that. But if I go into the help menu, 15% fermented. That's just kind of overnight, essentially about midnight, right before midnight. I closed it up, so at that rate, that'll be clear in a couple of days to get out of there, and we'll sell that at the BGA. We're using the miracle machine, the milling machine, to clear some of that up. And if you remember, we bought a roller for the bunker style, so I went ahead and just stored that back here for when we do the next one. But we still have a bunch of grass out in the field to pick up. So yeah, right out in that second field, you see all that light area in the middle. We got to go pick all of that up. So we're going to do that first thing today. I'm also going to work on getting our John Deere working on fertilizing. So he's up here, he's got fertilizer, he's going to fertilize this field, and then I'll bring him down here, and he's going to fertilize this field, and then we're going to go throw some herbicide on this whole field here. As you see, some weeds are starting to pop up, so we're going to deal with that. As far as growth goes, everything's going well. This is what we cut for grass, a ton of grass. Everything seems to be growing fine. We're going to get a lot out of our harvest, so I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started on that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go up to our John Deere and get him rolling. Let me tab over to him. Oh, this guy's over here. Actually, let me go pick up that tank off the field real quick. Dump that off to switch to herbicide, I believe. Oh, we don't have a whole lot. We might have to go get some more. I mean, we're going to have to get some more fertilizer because we still got to do this whole field here. I got to be careful not to drive on it because I believe it's going to... Oh, actually, it's not with the truck. Huh. Interesting. I believe it's going to start with the tractor starting to wreck it, but that's okay. The John Deere currently has narrows on it, so it should be fine. But I'm going to go put this into... Ooh, that was close. Go drive up, and we'll put this into the John Deere, and we'll get the John Deere going, fertilizing that field. Field, so if we go on the map again, field 1 pretty much has to be done by hand. It doesn't take too long, so it's not that big of a deal. Do not want to T-bone a fellow cop. That would not be good. So can I actually drive over this? Sure. Sure. And the bushes in this map, in case you didn't know, you can just drive right through them. I try to just be more realistic and drive around them as much as possible, but I will say that is a nice feature. So if you really did want to use big equipment, you could. But anyhow, we will get this guy loaded up with fertilizer and get him working on these fields. Oh, jeez. Thank goodness there's no, like, physical... Oh, my gosh. Thank goodness there's no physical damage in this game, or... all my vehicles would be very, very dinged up. I'm not sure I ended up on the roof of that either. Oh yeah. I hope he has enough fertilizer just for this field, but we'll go, while we're here, we'll just go into, and I didn't add any new mods for us, so we're going to need 2 of these guys. So no new mods to report. Buy 2 of those, so $6,400, decent amount of cash. Sitting at 225, are there any good contracts? Fertilizing 17, fertilizing 19. Oh yeah, we'll knock those guys. And 12? Yeah, those are easy. Oh yeah, we don't want to really do any baling contracts. I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and accept 12, 17, and 19. I'm confident I can knock those out today, so I'll get those done as well. But let me get, I'm probably going to have to move the truck out of the way here. Get this guy out of the way. Oh, that is the edge of the map, so you will hit that. Yeah. Right where that shadow is. All right, hop out here. Yeah, so he's got narrows on there right now. He's pretty dirty. He's been working hard though, so it's okay. But yeah, just these 2 fields, get them fertilized. They'll be their final state. Hopefully they're in this next growing state so we can... Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, we are not fertilizing today then, at least not our fields, so I will, actually that one, I'll try to fertilize that one as well, because that one's a different growth state, obviously. So this one obviously didn't progress since yesterday, so no big deal. I'll try to fertilize that one, but we can definitely throw down herbicide up on this. Oh, this field's fully fertilized. It's 6 I needed to fertilize. That's why it's not going. So you just need herbicide on this field. So let's go try this one. My bad. I hate that this field's all kind of wonky at the end. I don't know why they couldn't have made just 2 straight fields here. Probably because I knew I would have preferred that. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, maybe. Is he adding another fertilizer state? No. Why did he go then? Yeah, he's not doing anything. So that's a disregard on this. Let's go drive down and see if the other one can add it. If not, this guy can just work on contracts. Thankfully, he's got something to do while we pick up grass. So that'll make it kind of easier. We'll still need the fertilizer anyway, so I'm not really worried about the fact that we bought it. So we're still going to want to do that. I've kind of thought about maybe adding... Where am I going? I don't want to drive off that cliff there. I've thought about maybe adding... that's the enchanted forest. Adding cover crops after we get everything harvested to just kind of throw on a layer of fertilizer right before we do the next planting. So I think that might be kind of nice to do it. Oh, geez. Because we can direct drill some cover crop in there, and then we can cultivate that into the field. We might even be able to just overtop the cover crop. Oh, geez. Overtop the cover crop. Over top of the cover crop, the oilseed radish, we may be able to direct drill again. I'm honestly, actually, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever used oilseed radish. Eventually, I might want to do like a organic game series, if you will, on some other map, where my goal is to use just organic fertilizers and stuff like that. So essentially, for weeds, you just got to catch them early to deal with them. We're not doing anything to this field. We're just wasting fertilizer. Yep, we're not doing anything. So, well, first thing, I'll go change out the fertilizer for herbicide. We will herbicide this, and then I will take him and we will go hit all the fields I took contracts on. So that's what I'm going to work on, guys. All right, so I knocked out one of our contracts. We go into the menu here. This guy's done. I believe the worker's working on field 17 now. Yeah, that one's almost done, obviously, too. So I got another 60,000-ish liters off that field. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to compact that, even though that thing's not nowhere close as full as this one here. I think just as fast as this is fermenting, by the time that it's ready for a second cut, I think we will be able to use these silos again. I think they'll be empty by that point. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flatten this out with our tool here. And then, well, let's check and see how... I mean, this guy's what, probably 16, 17% now? 21. Fantastic. So, yeah, that's gonna... Let me go take a look at the seasons menu, actually. It should just be the same, I believe, for prices for silage. If we're going to... Well, I guess that's just for one of the sell points. I believe at the BGA it's constant at 270, so it's a lot higher than that. But, yeah. Excuse me. I would assume that's alfalfa wet. I don't know what the difference between that and that is. Why would those two be different at all? Being in a windrow versus not. No idea. But rye, I'm assuming we're going to get a ton off the field since it's not worth a lot of money. It looks like it's worth very similar to what, like, it looks like barley. Wheat's worth a little more. Looks like we're probably going to end up selling our crops right around here. So we'll probably end up selling them this year. Canola is going to be... Hopefully we get the canola off the field in this area so we can sell it right away. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at, folks. When is chicken's going to be worth more? We'll go down here to our... Did I pass them? Yeah, Cornish Cross. So looks like they got up pretty high. We're going to wait. Hopefully, I mean, that was at about $2 there, but hopefully it goes up again. We'll probably end up waiting until next year anyway so we can get the chickens nice and big, but let's check on them, actually. They're a little low on food, so I'll probably end up having to throw some more food in there. They have made a mess of their pen as well. I need to clean that up. So health-wise, they're doing okay. Yeah. Next animal at 0.0 years. I'm assuming that's soon then. But then again, we have 265, so we've gotten 5 new chickens. Which should be, yeah, these guys right here, these Rhode Island Reds, they'll be around that. So, yeah, getting more and more chickens. Our Cornish Crosses are really gaining weight, so they're still super young. So, the roosters are how old? 0.7, 0.5 there, yeah. So, good news on the chickens. We're going to end up making a good amount of money on those. And we'll probably use that money just to buy a ton more chickens. So, that's what we'll end up doing. But I will go ahead and get this guy smoothed out. Real quick, guys, something I'm working on right now. Well, actually, I just kind of finished it. Is so there was some green kind of leaning outside of that was kind of outside of the silo that didn't fit in it. That was kind of left out here. So I went ahead and picked it up with the milling machine, so I have more chaff, and I'll just throw it into this bunker silo here. But the reason I did it now instead of worry about it later is because if you remember how the milling machine reacted in No Man's Land to that same issue, it kind of messed some stuff up for us. So I figured if I did it now, it would kind of solve that problem, and it did. So yeah, if you're using the milling machine, get that stuff cleaned up while it's fermenting, not before, so that way there's no issues. So what'll happen is if you're picking up chaff and then you pick up silage, it'll get rid of all the chaff and delete it and start out with silage, or vice versa, and you end up losing a lot of your work. So definitely be careful of that. And I think I can just go put this guy away now. Honestly, we're done with it for the time being, so I can probably lift it up too. But yeah. Where was he at? He was right in there. Try and get it more center here. Alright. Perfect. Just like that. And yeah, we're working on our last fertilizer contract. If we go to the map here, this field's been weeded. We can't fertilize those until tomorrow, so we're not going to worry about it. I got lots of junk just laying around here, but yeah, so we probably end up fast forwarding tomorrow, or at least holding off and doing anything until tomorrow after I get the bunker silo done and we get this last contract here done. Once we get this contract done, so yeah, once we get that stuff done, there's not a whole lot else we have to do today. I don't see any other contracts, so I'll probably end up just bringing you guys back in tomorrow, or after we're done with this stuff at least, and then we'll talk about whatever else. But I'll get this guy compacted. Let me see how much is in here, actually. Let me turn on help menu. 58,000 liters, so not what I put in it for sure, but that's all right. This is obviously a lot faster to compact than the other side was, but let me get this covered up here real quick. Nothing new on the police front of things. I'm recording ahead of time because we're starting 12-hour shifts, as I've mentioned before. So I won't really be able to record during my work week, or at least I won't be able to record a lot during my work week. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that pig feed video done for today. We'll see kind of what happens. I focused a little time on a new map, or a new mod map tour video, so I knocked that out. But yeah, not a whole lot is new. I'm just trying to record ahead of time, so that way, which will kind of suck, because I like to kind of be responsive to comments and stuff like that occur, just so I can kind of update stuff as I go. But sometimes it just is what it is. I'd rather still get videos out versus just wait and only be posting them on my weekends. So we'll go ahead and cover this, and oh, gosh, that's gonna piss me off. I don't know why so when I was dumping it, it just dumped separate. I don't know what was up with that. So weird. So I guess we're probably just gonna lose that. Maybe that's that extra liters I thought I dumped in here. Weird. Is it still going to show me the volume that's in here? No, just how much it's fermenting. Weird, very strange, but yeah, we're going to get a lot of silage, and it should be a fixed price at the BGA. Oh, jeez, there's so many sell points in this one. I love it. All right, let's jump over. Actually, we still have stuff in the silos if we want to sell it ever. Always forget about that. Yeah, silage is fixed, so 270 should be fixed. And that's in the form of, I don't know if you can sell it loose there or not. If you guys know if you can sell it, because in seasons, I know obviously like these options for loose stuff is just gone. You don't have these options for loose straw, loose hay, and loose grass. You don't have the option at these places. They don't even accept them. But does that have to be loose, or can that be in a bale form? Because I'm honestly just curious. I don't know the answer to that. So if you know the answer to that, comment below, because that'd be good to know. Be nice to get something producing manure, because it's not terrible. But what's the price for rye? Look over here. Yeah, not too bad right now. Pellets, yeah. So if I'm not doing pellets in this, I gotta do them in No Man's Land. I just gotta do them. I want to do them so bad. All right. Well, anyhow, I'll get back to it. You guys may not. I'll probably just bring you guys back in tomorrow, and that'll be midsummer. So I'll probably bring you guys back in then, because there's not gonna be a whole lot happening until then. But yeah. All right, so first off, we just finished our contracts. So boom, 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 extra cash there. Perfect. That got us another 12 grand. We probably only used about, probably around 1,500 or so liters of fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, maybe less. But anyhow, so another dilemma. We don't have like we don't have a front loader, do we? Pretty sure we don't. No, we don't have anything. So getting this stuff into, why do I have sandcastles? No idea. Oh, you know what I did? So if I go in here to hit sell, I put them right there because this gives me the ability, if you have more than one thing, this gives me the ability to give a nice aerial view without having like the mod to take off. I just was in game and I didn't want to put a different mod or anything in. So that way I could take the thumbnail for the last episode. Anyhow, that's why those are there. So we'll just hold on to those. All right. So what I'm thinking is we got a couple options here. So either we can try to get a front loader or something. Auger wagons don't take silage, do they? No, they don't. Getting that stuff up in there. Oh, but you know what does take silage? Not that. That doesn't take silage, but it's in here that takes silage. These guys take silage. We could up that right over into there. That might be a good option. 12,000 liters would take us forever to get all that stuff over there. And these trailers do the same thing. And that's a lot more there. They will also lift super high. But 92,000. I'm thinking I just get this guy, or let's see, so 28 or two of these for 24,000 liters because we could do two at a time. That's 20,000 there. Let me get my calculator out here. We're gonna see which one's the best per liter price. So this one's 19,000 for 12,000 liters. So 19,000 divided by, I'll just do 12. So $1,500 per 1,000 liters. This one, 31,000 divided by 20. 1,550, that one's cheaper. This one's probably the cheapest, would be my guess. Or no, hold on, let me do this right. 42,000 divided by 28. 1,500. Okay, so a little bit cheaper, but two of those guys running this at 84 is going to be pretty pricey. So I think maybe what we'll do, I think that's just our best option. Is buying, well, let's see here. Actually, can we belt it into there? Is that something we can do? That is what we can do, isn't it? Yeah, that is an option, right? Yeah, but that might be. Just trying to think of what the best option for us is, because we'd have to bring it down here, dump it onto the ground, then we'd need this belt to pick it up, and then this belt to. Yeah, then we need this one, so that we're looking at 38 plus 5. We're at 43,000 right there, so that's a little bit more money. Well, what if I lease the sugarcane trailer? What if I leased that for $2,100? That's not a bad idea. We could get it all going over there really quick. Just take a few loads. Well, it is a little bit of a distance. How much is this to lease? 4,600. I mean, we're also hauling over twice. Geez, yeah. I'm just brainstorming what we're gonna do here. If we did a truck and all that stuff, then we're looking at a little bit more. Yeah, gosh, how much is that to lease? $6,000. Yeah, that's a lot. I think what we'll do, we'll probably end up leasing when it comes time for this. We'll probably end up leasing this guy and just making as many trips as possible, as fast as possible. Oh, wait a second though. We're not going to be able to just dump it all into the bin. It's going to take time to process. You know what? Let's just buy this stupid thing. No, we don't need wide tires. I don't really. Michelin's are that much more? Holy cow. Yeah, we're fine with that. Yeah, we're just going to buy it. We're doing enough silage on this map. It's going to be worth it in the long run. Because we can't obviously bring it all over here at once. So that's how we're going to deal with that. I pretty much have, everything's done that I can do today. So I'm just going to go ahead and get all the stuff back to the farmyard, drive the truck back, drive the John Deere back from its last contract. The case is already there. And then I'll go ahead and just fast forward probably until we get to the next day. But that's what we're going to work on doing. And also, too, no speeding tickets yet. No speeding tickets. Doing as I go through a speed trap. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so no speeding tickets. So good news so far for us. So I decided I also probably should just go pick this up today since I can. So in case you don't know how sugarcane trailer works, you should go, well, first off, go check out my sugarcane video and everything to know that. So just like a front loader, you click the left and right mouse button on PC. So I click left button, and I move the mouse down, that moves it up, and vice versa. So it lifts it up, so that you can lift it up, and then let's say the biogas cell point was here. Then, side to side, holding down the left mouse button, I can tip it in. So that's why this trailer is great. And it doesn't hold everything, so it can't do this for everything. If we go into the store, the only things it holds, this is for all of them, you have grass, I don't know which one's which, but essentially you have sugarcane, silage, alfalfa in this map, wood chips, chaff, and then grass, hay, and straw. So it's a great trailer, especially for using the biogas plant. So this is another option for you. I've honestly never used it at the BGA because I always forget about it. So try not to forget about it. It's a very useful trailer, and you can chain these things together. So if you wanted to get 10 of these, you could chain them all together. It does have a hitch at the back. You also can hook them up interchangeably pretty well with other brands of trailers and other types. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, but I figured I'd go pick this up before I called it a day. Good morning, folks. It is the first day of midsummer. Last night before I went to bed, I fed the chickens, and they probably are doing, yeah, they already knocked out quite a bit of it. Their cleanliness is down, but their health is still fine. I can't remember, maybe does it just slow them down from reproducing? Gosh, maybe that's what it is, but anyhow, chickens are doing okay. We got 270 of them now, so I'm not too worried about it, but yeah. Rooster's doing good. Cornish crosses are gaining weight quick. That is good. Yeah, those guys are probably, if we sold them now, I mean, I'm curious what the price is on those guys right now. So if I sold $8 a piece, we bought them for $1. So that's fantastic, and the price can go up. So awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic. Looks like the prices are a little bit lower now because a couple of the more pricey ones are down $1, I think. But anyhow, let's go check on our silage. I went ahead, since we go on the map here, I have this guy fertilizing up. He's not going to do a very good job. I'll finish it up, and then I'll fertilize this one by hand just because that's the only way really to do that one. But then those guys, then all of our crops are good to go. There's some weeds popping up here. If I have time and I remember to run up there, I will. I'm not too worried about losing yield off of that little chunk of field there, so I'm not too worried about that. This was the only field that I didn't just spray across the whole thing with herbicide. It just didn't work out that way. But yeah, let's go see how the silage is doing. I'm hoping we can sell some silage today. Even if it's not ready now, I'm sure it's got to be ready by the end of today. At least the first bunker silage should be. So we'll go check that out. I've got everything just rearing to go here. All right, moment of truth. 65. Ooh. All right, well, not yet then. Hopefully tonight we can put some in there so we can start getting some income back. We need to try to get all that sold so we can have enough money, because I'm thinking as far as harvesters go, I think what we're going to do, I think it's the one we started off with. I think we're going to get the Massey Ferguson again. It's just a decent harvester. It's a decent entry-level kind of harvester. And the one that goes to the 7347, let's see what header that's going to be. The 7347 is going to be this guy right here. So yeah, 7.6 meters, that's perfect. So that's going to go with the 7347. So we're looking at, around $250,000, but that's okay. Essentially what we did is we sold that harvester and the header, and said, you know what, we're going to kind of just hold on to that cash for now, and we'll get it when we need it later. So not a big deal. We use the money pretty well, but I think we'll get more than $50,000 off of that. So, well, that'll be able to bump us up to where we need to. And actually, I haven't looked at, let's see if there's any good contracts out there. Yeah, 2 fertilizing ones. We'll go ahead and accept both of those. That'll give us, an extra probably $5,000 after fertilizer costs. So, not a big deal there. Everything's going well. If we go into here, the grass is, nope, not that way. Grass has started to grow again, so that is perfect for us. It'll grow up again, and we should get a second cut out of it. If you go into the seasons menu, as far as grass growth goes, yeah, right here, down here, grass. So harvesting, you can harvest into the first couple days of winter here, or the first stage of winter. So if it's in that growth stage here, we harvested here, so we cut here. So yeah, it took it that long to get to the first one. So it'll probably be towards the end. I'm sure we're willing to get one more cut off of it, but hopefully it's in this area when we get that second cut off of it. So 2 cuts for that much silage, we're looking at I mean, my estimate would be $400,000. So that's pretty good to make that in a year, no matter what you're doing. So that'll be good for our farm. That alone will cover the combine. And I'm thinking to just kind of what else we're going to spend our money on. We may end up getting this guy. I mean, that will help us out a ton when we're mowing. That'll speed everything up. It'll put it into windrows, so it'll be easier to collect off the field. Even though we're using the milling machine, it would still obviously be easier to put it into just windrows and collect it that way. So that'll be pretty fantastic for us. I'm hoping the BGA can keep up with the rate of silage we're producing currently. Gosh, it makes me want to do cows just because silage is just available. So we'll see if we end up doing more animals later. It might be I don't know how long this series will go. It's not super popular, so I don't know when I'll end up cutting it off. But if you guys are enjoying it, please comment below. Let me know, hey, you're doing great. Keep it up. It makes me know that I'm doing something right to get this going. Again, if there's something you want to see changed, please let me know. But yeah, let me go ahead and I'll go check with our guy, the John Deere up there, and see how he's doing on that field. And I'll probably end up just knocking out those fertilizer jobs real quick for us, as well as getting our fields fertilized. All right, guys, so I finished up 2 more fertilizer contracts out here on this side of the map. So I'm heading back to the farm now. Our fields are all fertilized. Everything is done. So we're just kind of waiting for harvest now at this point. So for the rest of today, it's kind of a waiting game. I'm hoping that we'll be able to sell some silage today, even if it's just a load. I'm hoping it ferments. I think it was like 75 or 80% last time I checked. So I'm hoping kind of towards the evening, maybe around 6 or 7 o'clock in game, it'll be good to go for us to sell. So if that ends up happening, that will probably be when I bring it back in. Otherwise, I'll just bring it back in, shoot, maybe tomorrow. I mean, this episode's a little short right now, so I don't want to end it yet. I'd like us to do something that seems like it matters. So we're going to go ahead and try to sell some silage. All right, folks. Well, I no longer have faith that the silage will be done tonight. And if it is going to be done tonight, it's going to be like midnight. So we're going to just call it a day. It's 5:28. I don't think any new contracts popped up. No, nothing going on. So again, just to take a look at the fields. Growth, they're doing great. The other way. A little bit of weeds. I probably should go knock those out. Yeah, it's a fair section there. Yeah, I'll probably load up some herbicide in the John Deere, go up there, take care of that, then call it a night. Because everything else is done. Our fields are just waiting. We should be harvesting here, not this episode, but next episode, so that'll be pretty exciting. But yeah, I'll grab the John Deere, head up there, and then I will call it a night, and hopefully we can finish off. Oop, don't know what that glitch was there, but hopefully we can finish off selling some silage. So that's everything for me from now. Good morning, folks. It is time. Boom. Oh man, look at that, just pure money sitting in there. All right, let's go hop in the case here. We're gonna go ahead and take a load down to the BGA, and that is where we will probably end this episode, is up there at the BGA. So let's accomplish something that's going to make us some good money this episode. So I think it was worth the wait. Wish we would have been able to do it last night, but that's okay. All right, and this is just going to fill up quick. We're just going to be able to set this right here. Is it not going to be able to pitch it into that? Come on. How can you not get into that silo? There it goes. Maybe? Oh, I gotta turn it on. Come on. Well, that's not good. That kind of makes our plan a little backfired. Yeah, that's not good at all. Oh. Maybe if we do this. Well, maybe we do this a different way. But maybe if we park the trailer outside. Oop, that's not going to work. Or if we back the trailer up so it's close to the silo. Because it's tracking, you see the open pipe is tracking that trailer. So I'm not sure why it's not. There it goes. Huh. Okay, well that's kind of weird. So we'll just have to fill it this way. which is not really a big deal. Huh, that's weird. It must just be long enough or just outside of the reach of it when it's hooked up to the tractor, so. This thing just works. Just works. We're going to fill up this trailer and barely put a dent in this stinking silo. Well, I'm glad the milling machine worked, or we're going to have to buy some conveyor belts or a bucket or front loader attachment or something anyways, but yeah, well, at least that worked. Is it full? Oh, yeah. Alright, well, we'll leave that there, and we will haul this off. I don't know if the silage slowly kind of goes away. I assume it does in season, so we might end up not getting the full amount, but, 28,000 liters, guys. Oh, my goodness. That is good stuff right there. Alright, well, I will drive this up to the BGA, and I will bring you guys back in there. Alright, folks, here we are. Let's get this guy lifted up. Gosh, watch this not work. Oh, thank goodness. Woo! Obviously, the money's not going up yet. It will go up at midnight. Well, whatever's processed at midnight. And also, another thing, too, I didn't really think about with this was selling it here. We're going to get a lot of digestate, and I mean a lot. So we'll probably want to get a tanker for that and start spreading that on the field. So that'll be a cheaper option than fertilizer for us as well. So, yeah, let's take a look at that. Beautiful. Just knocking that down. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. That is perfect, guys. Well, I think this is where I'm going to wrap up the episode, folks. So I thank you for watching. This has been Farmer Cop. If you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any future videos. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like below. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or tips or tricks, please leave a comment down below. And again, this has been Farmer Cop. Thank you, and thanks for watching.